Hello. In this video, we're going to do our first lesson in OnShape. Now, before we start CADing anything, I want to go over what OnShape is and why we're using it. So, you guys have already been made familiar in my class with AutoCAD through the projects we did early in the semester with 3D printing. Also, most of you have either used Inventor or Fusion 360 or SolidWorks. This is a 3D modeling software, much like SolidWorks or Inventor. But unlike those, this one you can use a browser for, and it's open source. So you don't need GrabCAD or anything. Everything's on the browser. And unlike Fusion 360, you can actually manipulate things and edit things not only on the browser, but from your phone using an application. So I figured while we were cooped up in our houses, we could, even if you don't have a high performance computer, you could use OnShape and we could continue with our work. The really nice thing about OnShape is you can use it even on like a Chromebook. No matter what you have, you should be able to use it because you can just use it in a browser. Okay, let's get started. So here's what your screen should look like. You probably won't have stuff over here because you don't have things that you've worked on before. I'll go over here where it says create, and I will create a document. I'll call this document lesson 1. This document is really a CAD file. Now you'll notice it says create public document. This means I'm creating something that's out there. Unlike other CAD softwares, this is all out there. It's all cloud-based. It's all online. So it's really good for collaborating. I'm going to click create public document. And it will prep a CAD file for me. I have 3 planes to work on. I have a view cube in the corner. I have a tree on the side, just like with the CAD softwares you guys are already familiar with. I'm going to hit on sketch to create a new sketch. And I need to create a sketch plane. Right here, it's prompting me to select a sketch plane. Not create one, but select one where I want to draw. So I'm going to start on the top. I generally start on the top, and I will draw what I want to draw. So I'm going to start with a rectangle. Make it big. And actually, before I do a circle, I'm going to dimension it. My goal here is I'm going to make a 2 by 2 by 2 cube with a 1-inch diameter hole in the middle of it. So I'm going to dimension this square. First, I'm going to click on top on this view cube so I can see what I'm drawing on. And I will select over here where it says dimension. This will allow me to modify the dimension of any of the sides here. I can also alternatively just press the D key on my keyboard. Let me make this 2 inches, and I'll make this 2 inches as well. Then I'll click on circle over here. It snaps to the midpoint really nicely. And I will draw a circle. Again, I'll click on D for dimension, and I'll set the dimension of this circle to have a diameter of 1. Next, I'll click on extrude because I'm going to take this 2D model and I'm going to make it a 3D model. Click on extrude and it auto selects the area I want to draw in. I'm going to rotate to make sure it looks right to me. The way you rotate is you right click on your mouse and move it around. And it looks like it's not extruding far enough. And if I look over here where it says depth, it's actually not as far as I would want. So I'm going to make it 2 inches. Then once I'm done, I'm going to hit this check mark, and there we go. I have my cube all done. Here's a 3D model. Now let's say I wanted to modify this further. Let's say I wanted to have this hole not only going through the top down, but also on the right side to the left and on the front back. Well, now here's what I would do. I would create a new sketch, and for my plane, instead of selecting top, front, or right side, I'm going to select the face of this cube. I'm going to select circle. I'm going to click on right side here so I make sure I'm drawing on the right side. And again, I'm going to hover over the midpoints and sketch my circle, dimension it to be 1 inch. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude again, but this time I'm going to select the circle. Oh, I think it auto-selected the circle for me again, but it looks like it's making an object. It's extruding a 3D object coming off it, which if I were trying to do that, that'd be great. But I actually want to cut. So over here where it says add under solid, I want to actually remove. And right now it's blindly going a depth of 2 inches. I can hit the drop down right here and I can go through everything. And there I go. I have a hole that goes through the shape all the way. And once I have that done, I'll hit that check mark. Okay, almost done. I also have to put a hole right here. I'm going to start another sketch on this face. Select the back here, draw a circle again. Dimension it to be 1 inch. And then extrude it. It auto selects for me. That's very nice. And then I'll click remove through all. Hit that check. Okay, and then we're done. And this is actually something I could take this model, I could save it, I can export it, and I could 3D print it just like we could with all our other CAD files. And someone else could work on this at the same time. I could share it really easily. So this is going to be really it for today. What I want you guys to do, and I'm going to, I will post this for you on as an assignment, but just to explain it, I want you to create your own object, your own 3D model with at least 2 intrusions on it, but feel free to go crazy and play around with this. And that's what you're going to submit to me on Google Classroom. Now, all I need you to do, once you've created your shape, is you're going to go over here where it says share, and you're going to go to where it says link sharing. And I might say for you that you need to enable link sharing. So you just need to click on that, and then you'll have a link that's generated. You copy to clipboard, and that's the link that you're going to submit to me so that I can look at things. You'll notice over here it says anyone with link can view. So I won't be able to edit it. You could change that, but I don't really want you to. I just want you to share it with me so I can view it. If you wanted to, you can go to individuals and you can add people to edit your files. It's very nice for group projects. So, let's say you're on one of the robotics team, which a lot of you are. This could be a nice way for you guys to work on a project together. Okay, that's it for today. Till next time.